but we got more HBO Max news when it comes to James Gunn. So it turns out James Gunn is actually developing a second HBO Max TV show. And I found this very interesting because basically Peacemaker is definitely going to get a season 2 just based off of like how popular the show is. And HBO is probably looking at the numbers. And James Gunn himself even said like it looks like it's almost a done deal. And Guardians of the Galaxy 3, James Gunn has confirmed that's going to be the last of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So like he's going to do like a trilogy, and then he's going to bail. And it's kind of funny because like him getting fired from Guardians of the Galaxy to begin with is what created the opportunity for him to jump over to DC and do the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker to begin with. But apparently he's doing another TV show that's just in the embryonic stages. Like HBO hasn't greenlit anything, but more than likely they probably are. But they're giving him carte blanche to basically just do whatever he wants. And so he's like, I want to do another show that's related to Suicide Squad. And so a lot of people are thinking that he's going to take another character from the Suicide Squad movie he made and spin them off into their own series. And it could be Ratcatcher 2. I think it'd be brilliant if he somehow figured out a way to bring Polka Dot Man back.
Please.
I would love a Polka Dot Man series.
Yes.
It could be something that is like a prequel leading up to like, the Michael Rooker character who died at the beginning of the Suicide Squad, to show how he wound up in prison. There's all types of stuff that he could do, but a lot of people are kind of speculating like maybe it's even more outside the box, where he's taking something that is kind of like how the White Dragon, Peacemaker's white supremacist father, he was a kind of tangential character in the comics that had some run-ins with the Suicide Squad occasionally, and he plucked that character out of obscurity and just like put him like in the forefront. So what would you like to see from a James Gunn TV show for the DC Comics?
Yeah, man, a team-up show with Ratcatcher 2 and Polka Dot Man, if I had to come up with another Suicide Squad spinoff. But I am now hung up on and totally intrigued by your notion that he could kind of use this as Warner's gateway drug to allowing him to sort of evolve into the Kevin Feige of the DC universe, because I want to see something different from DC from what we've already gotten from Marvel. And to me, again, that's leaning into the quirkiness inherent to that property. Like, give me an updated, modernized, something that works for a 2020 audience version of the Super Friends DC universe. Like, we have gotten 2 or 3 like good spins on the Tim Burton Dark Knight Returns version of brooding, dark, dimly lit, but like taken to its extreme in the Zack Snyderverse DC. I want to see something more colorful and quirky and with a little bit of self-aware, ironic humor to it, but some heart as well. That chemistry that he made the Suicide Squad totally fueled on. If he can use these smaller shows as a lab to work that formula out and then extend it to a place where we could see Superman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and the Flash and even Batman and Robin coming into that paradigm, I would love to see it take that direction, because I would feel like that's something we haven't gotten before.
Yeah, and one of the things that he did mention is that whatever show he is working on right now, it's going to be slightly more serious than Peacemaker. He's like, it's not going to be as much of a comedy as Peacemaker is, because Peacemaker just lends itself to being a comedy.
I mean, and it works so well as that.
And Rick Flag said it best in the Suicide Squad, where he's like, Peacemaker, what a joke. And it's like, yeah, Peacemaker is a joke, but that's the joke. It's like,
right.
He doesn't have any superpowers. He's just kind of like this dim-witted guy who's like good at fighting and stuff like that. And the whole Dove of Peace thing, I love that they're like fleshing out like this little thing. In fact, the whole conversation they had about Batman's Rogues Gallery in the most recent episode, brilliant. he's like, how many people has Batman killed by not killing these stupid supervillains? It's like, yeah, he's got a point.
And it has such a motley but such a likable ensemble cast. I can't think of any supporting player on that show that I'm not rooting for. I mean, I even have a certain attraction to Robert Patrick, the way he is playing just such a despicable villain.
He's
like
great.
He's so good at it. You're like, oh man, what a great villain. And the ancillary characters are a lot of fun. The members of the team they all fit together
Judo
so
Master.
Well. Yeah, it's great. He's really hit a home run.
I'm kind of hoping they bring back the weed smoking janitor from the hospital at some point.
Well, he's in the dance sequence. He's got to come back at some point, right?
He is. And Eagly. Not since Grogu have I seen people freak out about a non-human character in the show.
Yes. Yeah, really well done. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, Eagly hugs are the best hugs. All right, chat. Any of you want to say anything about James Gunn's show before we move on to our next topic? Let me know. But I'm really hoping that the next show goes very obscure, like just takes a character that nobody cares about, nobody even remembers, and frickin' flips it on its head. I heard someone joke that they want like Stilt Man, but he's Marvel, but it would be it'd be funny to see something like that happen.